Hey everybody, it's Haji, brother on the bike. As you can see, and you had to forgive the noise, I'm at the airport, I'm at work. As I told you guys, I fly EMS. So I'm at work, but I'm trying to use my off time right. So I'm up here packing up the bike. Got it all cleaned up. They haven't put the decals on yet, but I know they're going to. So we're gonna drop it off tomorrow. So I've basically been going through all day. Yeah, I don't honestly clean my bike that often. I'm gonna admit it. I'm one of those weird guys that has that kind of dirt bike, not a dirt bag, has the dirt bike kind of philosophy when it comes to riding. So in general, I wash it just enough to keep it from being too bad. That's kind of why I like the matte black. That's why I love this, the way it looks is kind of great. Doesn't show up as much. But so I spent the whole day though cleaning it up and getting ready for the ride. Start the 10,000 miles with a nice clean chassis, and then after this I'll probably only stop at those little stand-in car washes and kind of pressure wash the bugs off and then keep rolling. But I've been watching a couple of shows, Sandoval and Bikes and Beards, and all these guys do a good job of talking about queuing out your bag and everything. So fortunately, we just upgraded and got a new aircraft here at work. So all of our old bags didn't really work with the new bags, so we have a bunch of new old bags. So as you can see here, I can take my sunglasses off, make sure you guys can see. So you can see here I've got a bunch of little bags that I can kind of queued out. For the most part, I'm trying to pack it up so it's like day to day. But because I don't have all my clothes here, because I had my clothes yesterday, but not the bags, I'll try to bring some more to work tomorrow. But I kind of packed up as good as I can. I do got like a food bag, and I got my toiletry and emergency kind of bag together, and then I'm actually going to go real easy on this trip, so everything's got to fit in these saddlebags and one little backpack. And the only reason why I have the one little backpack is because I'm not doing this 5 weeks straight, because I got to stay employed. So what I'm going to end up doing is riding this first week. I'm going to leave for Memorial Weekend for the last ride down in DC. Felt I kind of had to. It's just a large part of my issues, my PTSD issues, are all just Survivor related. Got the regret for me in Survivor when others didn't. So I really feel the duty and need to be there for the last ride that they're going to have, so you'll get the video for that. Hope you guys can still hear this as Southwest is picking up. I'm going to walk myself inside a little bit. The one thing about this, though, is that since I do have my whole Survivor guilt, starting on Memorial Weekend is honestly going to probably bring up some issues, even though I'm trying to use that time to kind of correct my own issues. But I kind of feel the need and the duty. That's just the way all of us are. Any of us that's got a little post-war issues. But yeah, so I'm packing up the bike. Got another aircraft landing, but I think it's just a Learjet, so it shouldn't be too loud. Packing up the bike, I'm trying to make sure I get everything in as best I can. Looks like there's plenty of room, and strangely enough, these bags are almost like they were planned for me. On top of that, because I'm going to be eventually going through Texas, I bought myself one of those little fuel bags, which, to be honest, may be the only thing I'll have trouble fitting in the bike, which is a little funny. And then, other than that, I'm only taking, shirts. I'm planning on stopping at a bunch of friends' houses and going through a bunch of stuff, and meeting a bunch of people, but it's really not that important how I look to those people, because they're all friendly, they're all fam. And then I'm going to try to meet up with as many like random vet events or whatever, but we also don't judge each other for what we're wearing, especially when we got a reason for what we're wearing. So I'm not really worried about impressing anybody. You know what I mean? It's not really what I do in general. This bag, apparently I packed too well. And now I can't get it shut. Well, that's lesson learned. It's a full bag. Oh, I inadvertently. There you go. That's fine. I inadvertently locked the stupid thing. That's why it didn't fit. Alright. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this ride. Ridiculously, I got a wonderful wife who is going to let me kind of be gone for a while. She's watched all the stuff that I've gone through. Thankfully, she is ridiculously supportive. I've had the pleasure last year or so to support her getting her nursing degree, which I'm ridiculously proud of because I don't think I can do the whole going back to school and learning something completely different thing. But then again, I also didn't have the dream that she had. So, okay. So as I go off on a little bit of a tangent, the goal will be to meet up with as many vets as I can. I want to send out as many kind of pagey puffs out that I can, and all of the weird little vet entrepreneur websites, and then also on the bike pages and stuff. Literally just to kind of meet up and show some camaraderie. Not only do I want to do this ride and bring awareness for all of us who served, but also because the way the country is and the way the world is right now, people just don't realize we are more alike than we are different. And I'm sure when I meet all my friends and we do those kind of little quick interviews and talks, everybody, yeah, of course you're like your friends. But I'll also want to grab a bunch of meet random vets and get back to the way I was raised. My dad used to be the counselor for the homeless vets, so I'll try to see if I can stop by a bunch of soup kitchens. As I said before, and you guys probably don't, I'm sure I'm going to end up with some people who are going to end up haters or aggravated with me anyway, but yeah, I'm a Muslim. I was raised Baptist and Muslim. My mom was Baptist, dad was Muslim, so we had to pick our religion. So we had to learn actually what we believe, and but I've been in the active service to this country and people pretty much my whole life. I enlisted when I was back in 1995, and I've either been in the Navy or in the reserves since then. If you include my ROTC time when I won my ROTC scholarship, I was still technically in the reserves. So for that, I understand some people are going to have issues, and most of it's because people don't know people like me. I'm not your typical biker, nor am I your typical prototypical, stereotypical Muslim that they probably are the only ones they've ever heard of or even thought about meeting. So I'll get into another talk about why I'm a different biker than everybody else, but that's kind of obvious. But the other thing is that I want to make sure that everybody sees that 80 to 90% of everybody on this planet is the same kind of love and the same kind of thoughts and the same kind of philosophies. And the more we separate, the harder we get, and the more we start to think that people are different when we're really not. 9 times out of 10, the people that you have issues with, if you didn't know the issue to begin with, you probably would never had the issue with them in the first place. Especially in America, where we're supposed to be, everybody's got the freedom to do whatever they want, supposedly, and the freedom to be whoever they want, supposedly. But then every group wants to tell every other group what they should be and how they should be and what they should do. So that's just not the way I live. You'll notice as soon as if people start commenting or you start following me, you'll notice that I have friends that are on every spectrum of the scale, politically and religiously. And what I've learned is we agree 80 to 90% anyway. Now, if you're just evil and you just want to mass destroy and kill everybody, we might not agree on most stuff, but most people aren't like that. Even the ones that people want to mark as evil aren't actually like that. So I'm almost done. Well, I'm gonna have to put the phone down to finish the loading part, but I did give my upgrade. It took a little bit longer than it should have because of some part ordering and blah 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 blah. But I don't have my key out here with me, so I can't even start it. So you'll hear it. Sounds great. I did not do the tips. A lot of people do tips on their pipes. I do not do the tips because I don't really want that weird hanging off side thing. The whole reason I went matte black is for the whole keeping it cool and undercover kind of ish thing. So if you put the big tips that are nice and shiny on it, you kind of defeat the whole purpose in my mind. Sounds great, and next time I'll let you guys hear it and get pumped with it and enjoy it. And I don't know about you guys, but this is my 5th bike, and I'm one of those people that always kind of like to bring something from the old bike to the new bike. Kind of keeps the thing going. So I have what was the bag that was on top of my old Ape hangers on my other Indian, and I took it off and brought it and put it back here. And I honestly don't think I'm even going to put anything in the bag probably most of the trip. It's just kind of my own personal way of bringing the past with me. Kind of the same way that I have a necklace around my neck that I had custom made that holds the rings, the wedding rings of my late mom and dad. So they're with me all the time too. So I will we'll talk to you guys next time, and in about 3 days we'll be on our roll. And for those who are vets and those, especially the newer vets, vice the older vets, I'll be starting. I'm going to do my posts every day for our, they would always say, the 101 days of summer. But yeah, so I'm going to do my posts anyway, try to keep it up for the whole summer. Hopefully you'll be along with me. If I'm talking to myself, I'm talking to myself, but everybody who has issues, sometimes just getting it out is all you really need to do. So if that's all I get, is I get to ride around the country and meet new people and talk about, my life and my struggles and the struggles of others, then I'm perfectly happy with it. All right, so see you guys tomorrow.